'Tis better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. That was said by Satan when he was being burned in the lake of sulfur in John Milton's epic Paradise Lost. Welcome to video 2. In the first video, we saw who Milton was, what are his most important works. We saw what was the epic and the features of an epic. We saw some of the facts related to Paradise Lost. Satan, who is also known as the infernal serpent, what his origin, he was called as Lucifer and how he entered hell. And we also saw how Milton describes hell. Going into book 1, Milton begins the epic with an invocation to the muses, and he states his aim. His aim is to justify the ways of God to men. Have you ever wondered why some evil people live a happy life while the righteous suffer? Well, Milton believes to have written this poem to justify the laws of heaven and hell. Good people suffer, but eventually they go to heaven. That is the idea of Milton. The scene in book 1 shifts to hell, where the epic begins and continues. Satan lies tied down in a sulfur lake, burning for his crime. What was his crime? Revolting against God and refusing to bow down to Adam because he was made of mud. Satan laments the loss of his beauty. He's not obviously happy. Burning in the lake. When he was in heaven, he was called Lucifer, light born. He was brilliant, he was gleaming, he was so handsome. He had beautiful wings. He considered himself equal to God because he was powerful too. That was his fault. But he does not repent for what he thought. He looks around himself. He cannot see anything in the darkness because the flames of hell give out darkness. He could bear the groans of his companions who supported him in the revolt against God. Beelzebub is Satan's assistant, best friend, second in command, and he lies nearby. Satan calls out to Beelzebub. He inspires Beelzebub and he asks him to take revenge on God indirectly by attacking God's new creation, that is man. After speaking to Beelzebub, Satan hauls himself off of the lake and comes to the land. He looks at the lake and he observes that his friends are like autumn leaves fallen in a pond. He orders them to rise up. Awake, arise, or be forever fallen. That is what he says. That proves his leadership qualities. He comforts his friends. He looks around and says they can rule this hell like princes. Milton gives a list of devils who follow Satan out of the lake. They look at their leader and they rise themselves up from the lake. The first one to follow Satan is Moloch. He is a devil smeared with blood of child sacrifice. Then came Ashtoreth, a female devil. Tammuz came next. Tammuz was a seducer. The sea monster Dagon and the fallen king Rimmon were next to follow Satan. Then came Egyptian devils Osiris, Isis and Horus. If you look up all these names in Google, you can see that Osiris, Isis and Horus are Egyptian gods, but Milton considers them as devils. Belial was the last to come. He was the gentlest, according to Milton, among all the devils. He was once a beautiful angel, just like Satan. But now, even though hell has destroyed his physical personality, still he looked beautiful. The devil Mammon leads all the others to dig out a fiery mountain and extract gold. Milton believes that gold is from hell because it has ingested so much greed and lust in the hearts of men. Gold and all riches are from hell. That is why the devils construct their Pandemonium, house of devils, their castle in hell, from gold. They melt the gold in the sulfur lake and they start constructing a huge hall of gold. The temple they construct is in the style of the Romans with Roman pillars and columns. It has a golden roof. The floor is made of smooth gold sheets. The architect of this was Mulciber. Mulciber was once the architect of heaven. Imagine him applying his skills to Pandemonium. The thrones of devils, the lamps, the gates, porches, arches are all designed out of pure gold. Now what does Milton assert here? Is gold evil? Or is gold dangerous? Is gold from the devils? Think about it. As I already mentioned, this magnificent hall is named Pandemonium, or the house of devils. Satan immediately calls for a council meeting in the newly constructed Pandemonium. All the devils rush inside like bees and take their places on their thrones. The subject is obviously that of the second revolt against God, not directly like the first time, but indirectly by attacking God's new creation, man. Well folks, that's the end of Book 1. Some of the popular quotes that I like from Book 1 are here. The mind is its own place and in itself can make a heaven of hell and hell of heaven. This is stated by Satan. He says that your mind can create a heaven and hell of its own. It is all in your heart. If you believe your environment is a heaven, it is a heaven. On the other hand, if you think it is a hell and you are suffering, it is all your mind's illusion. Better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. Obviously better to rule among your friends than serve among people whom you don't know. And it is always better to be a leader. That is the ideology of Satan. He wants to lead and not to serve. Awake, arise, or be forever fallen. This is the best line in Paradise Lost because it instills so much confidence. Even when they are lying in hell, it is the end, and even then they do not give up. What though the field be lost, all is not lost. Another confidence-inspiring line. This horror will grow mild, this darkness light. Satan believes that they will get used to the temperature in hell. Their darkness will soon become light. All these are powerful words of Satan as a leader, a commander and a hero. And William Blake was right when he said that Milton made Satan the hero of Paradise Lost. You can do all of these activities after downloading Paradise Lost from Poetry Foundation that offers the full text of Book 1. The best speech in literature is that of Satan. When Satan speaks to Beelzebub, he inspires so much confidence and motivates people fallen in hell to go up, get up and fall a revolt. Who is a true leader in this poem? And why does Milton make gold an element of hell? These are things to ponder upon. You can browse for more information on the Muses, Zeus, and other Greek and Roman elements mentioned in the poem. So what do you think of Paradise Lost? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching my video and don't forget to subscribe.